Could be a tough one. Mr. Fry's going to find the first one. Kai getting the second. It's falling apart here for the attackers. Kale finding one back, but immediately traded out. Kai is lost with a 3K. Only one player remaining, and Mosaic is all the way across the map. And that's going to be a simple 4v1 defuse there. And pistol round going the way of Checkmate.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed last week is Checkmate's team play. You know, they are very good at retaking. They're very good at getting assists. I think 2 of the top 3 assist leaders in Oath this season are from Checkmate. So they're really good at playing as a team, playing trades, playing retakes, and no surprise there. In your pistol rounds, that's where you want to see it the most because you don't have those rifles to just take over. So good to see that first round go in favor of Checkmate.
Yep, as we get into our second round here, a bit of a lighter buy for Ace, obviously not being able to build up that eco after the pistol round loss, but just opening volley here, just trying to get that map control. On a 3-site map like this one, can be hard for the defenders to lock down every area, which is probably why they were able to get that plant in a 5-on-5. Big duel here between the Omens. This for a good amount of space on the map. Kai just trying to back out behind Mound, play around that angle. Kale's just going to back off of it. And the rotate's coming over towards the C site here. Mr. Fry getting cheeky in the smoke here. Just looking around. Come through with the judge. Only finds one, though. Bunny Fufu with a great trade. It's not what you want to do with that judge there. Want to at least get 2 there. Donut finds Squid. Picking up that judge, but runs immediately into Kale. And the trades have been good so far here for Ace. Even picking up a weapon now.
30 seconds left.
Looks like they're going to full rotate over towards A.
Yeah, not too much time left here. They're going to have to commit. Kale trying to just hold for those rotates, but they are coming in deep through defender spawn. They do have a read on this one. They are going to be here. T-Sword going to win the early fight onto Bunny, but the spike will go down. All in all, a good round, especially if they can close this one out. Luno making it work with the classic. Are they ready? Nope. Zato Kiss gets the kill, and now it's into a one-on-one. Taps the spike and creeping up close as Kale with
Just
that judge.
Zodicus had no idea Kale was just lurking out of the smoke. Very in character for the Omen. Finds the kill in the back with the judge. Good bounce back there. Normally see, you know, you win your buy round after winning the pistol, but they played trades really well. Luna with 2 after they got on site and got the spike down. So good bounce back there. Response from Ace.
Yeah, arguably that second round being more important than the pistol round for your economy. If you can't win that one after you invested a lot into that second round, it can be really damaging. And we're seeing a pretty healthy buy coming out for Ace here. Let's see if they can convert on this healthier buy. Kale opting to pick up that Spectre, leaving the judge behind. Pretty good execute coming in here. Trying to push through the smoke. Mosaic's going to find kill. T-Sword going to trade out for Kale. A 4-on-4 plant here. 3 players ready to deny, though. All moving around the back of the site. Bunny's going to find another. The first star of the round. There's the second. Playing around, using that over.
Fry just hops right onto site.
Trying to make something happen there. Not quite going to get anything. Mosaic taking him down, and it looks to be a pretty clean conversion after winning that second round on that force buy. And there's Bunny with the third.
I mean, there's not a lot of options for Checkmate in that round. You don't got good economy, so you kind of just hope you find the first 2 picks, maybe can deny the plant, but Spike went down pretty fast with the the wingman from Squid. I love the wing. I love Gecko. I think a year ago today actually was the first time we saw Gecko. So pretty in character that we see Gecko coming into play here early.
Yeah, Gecko's on both sides of the server here. The only other hero that's going to be on both sides is going to be that Omen. And again, just this opening crawl from Ace. But Mr. Fry, what?
Who with the nade?
What? Mr. Fry with an excellent nade. Is he ready for Kale here? Lurked up into this corner. We'll get one back. Can't quite find the second. That could have been huge. But gives them a little bit of something to press on here. Mosaic trying to find the kill on his Cypher counterpart. Can't quite find T-Sword there. And the 4-on-2 maintained. They do have the spike that was able to be retrieved. Very close to that Cypher tripwire. Is going to spot it out. Mosaic hops on the camera. Tag 1 here with the dart. It looks like Checkmate is going to be happy to play this one in a retake. Mosaic trying to pre-fire some utility there. We'll get it. Now Checkmate starting to work into this site here. Shouldn't be as free of a play as it has been. 2 are going to swing. Yep. Excellent job from Checkmate there to get in those positions.
Great retake there. Once again, you know, harping on Checkmate's ability to just play as a team retake. If they can stay alive, they really have a good strategy at working together to retake these sites. And obviously that round 3 didn't have any guns to do so, but there saw a little bit of weaponry come in and finally able to get another one on the board after winning round 1. So all tied up here, 2-2. And this is the first time we've seen both teams, I think, have rifles, so should be the first real test.
Going to be a big round here. Could probably influence who's going to win this half. Kale going to find a tight one there onto Donut Lord, and looks like A is going to be the focus again. Mr. Fry won't be able to get that double nade this time, is instead immediately pushed off of that angle. His long control being taken right away. And Mosaic even finding a kill. Fry trying to do something with the ult. Doesn't find anything. Now 5-on-3 with so much map control. Mosaic even creeping up towards C, going to be able to clear that out, maybe even call for his team to rotate. And this is the problem with these 3-site maps. When you're on defender side, if you go down that disadvantage early, it's so hard to hold it. Bunny's going to pick off Kai. Should be a free plant here on the B site, and it's going to be a hard retake. Oh, they're electing instead to go all the way over to C.
Yeah, I think just buys much time.
More difficult.
30 seconds left.
Squid going to get it down. And 3 ults here in the back pocket of Ace. I think that's what you'd be most concerned about next round as well. Even if you do manage to get a couple kills, they have those 3 ults that could just immediately get them back into the round.
Gonna hang out here, save the weaponry, chill.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much in the way of weaponry for Checkmate next round, especially if they aren't able to save these. We do have a hydrate in chat. Can take a sip of water while we watch this save here.
Surprised none of the members of A selected to try to hunt down these last 2 members of Checkmate. Guess just wanted to play it safe. Already had the round 1, don't want to lose all your guns.
Hydrate. 2 guns here. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to buy up here or just try and play around these 2 weapons. Looks like they are going to force, and then this could be the breaking point for their economy. An important round to win, but again, those 2 or 3 ultimates on the side for Ace. And they've given a different look here every single time. They've just had Mosaic lurking on one part of the map, and then 4 more players grouping up, but here come the ultimates.
Uh-oh.
The abilities just shutting them down. Reyna popped her ult too. Bunny trying to push into the site, but the defense is stellar. Despite the abilities, they fight through. Squid is going to have that buddy planting. A 3-on-4. Those ultimates not coming into play too heavily in the round, but Mosaic again with that flank being an annoyance, pest in the back of the site here. Donut Lord stuck into a 1-on-3. Finds the first. The 2 players are kind of far away, but now they start to close the gap. Mosaic is actually going to find that despite Luna being the one hard swinging onto the fate of Donut Lord.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. I believe it was T-Sword, yeah, T-Sword. Lurking mid over towards C, gets hit with the thrash from the Gecko ult, and somehow stays alive. Good teamwork there, keeping him alive, but ultimately not going to matter as Ace just too strong on getting these plants down. I mean, they're getting in their post-plant setups and staying alive, finding all the picks. First Blood's also not going in the way of Checkmate as they did last week. I feel like that was one of the big reasons they found success last week and able to come out with the win, but not having luck here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mosaic has been excellent on that Cypher, just, again, lurking, letting the 4 players stack up towards the site, picking off those rotations. It's been huge for Ace so far. But now it looks like they're going to go for a quick play into A. The rotations are fast as well. Mosaic on the other side of the map clearing it out, but Mosaic is going to go down here. Kai with an excellent teleport there, going to take down Kale. Found something in this round at least, and that's Sheriff. 1 bullet's all it takes to take down a player. Just got to be accurate on it. A couple ults here. They could give this a real look in, but the flank is coming in. Mosaic Squid finds one as well. Mosaic doubles up, and what looked doable now looks impossible.
That full wrap.
So annoying in these back lines, but Kai with a nice little tap there.
I'm not on their side, though.
For this.
Last player standing.
Maybe Kai just gonna play for some exit kills.
Yeah, not much you can do here. Found 2 in the round. An excellent try from Kai. Get 2 more.
Nice too. Okay.
Goes down though, but no player surviving that round. There's 2 more spike deaths for you. Kai doing a good job there to try and keep the economy of Ace in check, and we will see none of their players getting too far up in those credits.
Speaking of spike death, I don't think we had one last week.
Yeah, Split's not the map for it, I don't think.
I tried to pay ultra attention to it, and I didn't see one, so nice to see the return of that, but more guns coming out in favor of Checkmate. See if they can finally break this streak that they seem to be rolling on. Woohoo! Check your corners! Oh, wow!
Honey gets blasted, but deals it right back. Doesn't even take that much damage, in all honesty. Just running through here. And this is disrespectful from Ace. They are feeling confident right now. They are just pushing into sites. They don't care about the defense. So far, they haven't had to. 4-on-5 here in the retake. And again, Mosaic, what the fuck? They gotta be worried about this. And nope, he's gonna find two regardless. Mosaic has been unbelievable on these lurks. Did he find the third here? No. Traded out by Kai, but another round that looks all but over. But Kale gonna get taken down. 1v4 for Kai. Can't even save. Squid clearing that angle very nicely and sticks to 2.
I mean, this is an attacker-sided map. I will say, obviously, there being 3 sites, but Ace still look. I mean, they're winning these rounds handedly. I think they've only had one round with only one person left alive at the end. So Ace doing a really good job at picking a side, sticking to it, and I think they've only had to rotate 1 or 2 times, but those have gone smoothly. They're just winning those opening gunfights. You know, that's what worked for Checkmate last week. That's what got them the win. But they're not finding him this time. Ace is just winning those opening gunfights, getting onto site early, getting in their post-plant setup, and Checkmate can't really respond. And they've kind of not been on the same page with their buys either. So that's another thing that I feel like has led to a couple of these downfalls for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the opening kills, and those have been a big factor, getting them into those sites and getting them those plants. But opening up those opportunities for the Mosaic flanks to come in, I think that was his third 2K on a flank. Just shutting the rounds down before Checkmate has found a way to get back into them. We'll see the investment coming in again. Checkmate opting. Try and get around back here. Scoreboard's looking pretty even, and I think that's about right to what we've seen so far. Most of these rounds are coming down to just a few players alive on both sides, but...
Ooh, interesting decision from Kale to shoot the Thrash.
Given that position away, fakes the teleport, but Kai ready for it. 4v5 now early. This is exactly what they needed, but Bunny! Does that count as the ult going away? Is that a wasted ult there? I don't think so, but still an excellent kill to get them back in the round. And Mosaic again, catching out those rotates. Squid gonna find one, and now it's all falling apart. Spike is down here, but Bunny's gonna be able to retrieve it. Only taking a little bit of damage there. Mr. Fry, though, with an excellent position, but too many players to handle. Gets triple swung, and now it's all on T-Sword, who, but I'd like to mention, is going to be subbing in later tonight for Space Mode. Not much you can do in that situation. Bunny also having an excellent game with Mosaic here.
Simple as that.
Yeah, that was a great spam through the boxes there. Just awareness, knowing that Kai would be there after teleporting away, after finding that opening pick onto Kale. And I think does keep the ultimate there, so that is a good sign for Checkmate, but now you're in a 5-round hole. You got to get something going before this half is over. Maybe just 1 or 2. Bring it a little bit closer before you're on attack. Because if you wait too long, that mountain's going to be too tall to climb.
Fry opting for that judge again. Has not been too good for Fry so far, but never hurts to try. Holding that close angle again. And we see another 4 players pushing towards the site with Mosaic just holding for that A long flank, trying to cut off those rotates, and it looks like they're gonna quick call into B, but Mr. Fry the judge. Finds one. Not terrible. Trying to make this round work. Mosaic again. So consistent here, finding a kill after round after round. Squid gonna get that plant down with the buddy. Gotta clear the corners here though. Mosaic being held for. Gets shot. Oh, Donut Lord. A little sloppy, but gets it in the end. Mosaic not quite ready. 3v3 retake. Time has been ticking for a little while here. Zadokist trying to give this a look, or Zodokist trying to give this a look and gets taken down Bunny with another headshot. They know where T-Sword is. They should have an idea where Donut Lord is. But Donut Lord gonna spam out
kills.
Bunny.
They're running out of time.
Yeah, not much time here. Finds another. That's 3 on the round. No time here. They're just gonna tap it, trying to bait Luna into dying to the bomb.
Oh, and there's 3 more spike kills. Nobody lives this one.
It's the second time that's happened, actually. But it doesn't matter, you know. Even if you're keeping it close on the kills, like when you're down 8-2, the enemy team is gonna have a bye pretty much 100% of the time here. Just Ace being able to keep this momentum rolling with the economy. 2 Odin's strat coming out here, Mr. Fry and T-Sword.
I mean, gotta try something.
See where this comes up. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so far you have not been able to shut anything down here. That Odin of Mr. Fry coming up here. It looks like it's gonna be in the right position. They spam it again! This time it's Kale, but they have been so aware of that position. Are gonna come through door here. I mean, just look at the pre-fires. So aware of every position here. But again, like I mentioned before we got into our game here, every team looking so well drilled. Kale just jumping into the back of the site, and this one should be a free plant, but here we go. Fade trying to do something. So much happening, so much going on. All these abilities being popped, but Spike does go down. 5 on 3, but Bunny finds one. Kale finds his second, as Bunny does as well. Now it's all on to Zodokist. He's gonna find one, but Mosaic again in the back ranks takes him down.
I mean, they're just getting the spike down, and they have free map control. They can go wherever they want because they're finding the kills both to start the round, middle of the round, and by the time they get the spike down, there's only 3 or 4 or 2 or 3 players left alive on Checkmate, so they can go wherever. Plus, they have Mosaic on the flank, so slowly as the round kind of plays out, they're getting pinched naturally because Mosaic just is already working those flanks before the spike even goes down, so they know where the only 2 members left alive are gonna come from, and it's just another easy round for Ace.
Yeah, Mosaic has done such a great job of mixing up the timings as well. Just as you might think, oh, maybe this round he isn't coming. He stabs you in the back. Bunch of utility coming out here from both sides, trying to force each other off of these angles, but so far it's looking like it's favoring Checkmate. This is what they need. They need something to get them back in this game, and that's going to help. Mr. Fry catching out Kale, who's been pretty good here for Ace on this first half. Bunny kind of in towards B here, waiting for the swing and a nice headshot. Get that overheal. 3 players here towards this B site, though. Kai on an island here, looking at Mosaic. They are going to get this plant towards A, but so far Checkmate are still positioned over to B.
Mosaic in the back once again!
Can't quite find the third, and obviously last round of the half you got to go for this, but Squid making it a 1-on-3, taking down Fry. Trying to find the taps. Kai has had some sharp shots so far this game.
There's
Would
one.
need 3 here, finds the first. That's a good kill. 1-on-2, and Squid is low. Very doable. The ult, but, I mean, what are you going to use the ult for in this situation? And the Squid is holding that angle tight, and they are going to close out this half 10-2.
Switching sides.
I mean, you can't really ask for a better half if you're Ace. You know, just complete dominance, really. They've been able to afford guns the whole half. They won the rounds with 2 or 3 players left alive each time. Hardly came down to a 1v1. I mean, but that's what you want to see on offense on Lotus. Still, if you're Checkmate, you're going to wish you won at least a few more because 10-2 is a tall mountain to climb. But, you know, maybe you might have the same sort of success on your attacking half. But it's all got to start with the pistol round because if you don't win this, next round's not looking so great. And that first buy round is going to be really your last chance. So one of the most important rounds of the game here for Checkmate.
Yeah, it's a mental battle right now. Staying out of your own heads, and it looks like they're going to copy this little 4-player push, 1-player lurking setup. Very common, so does make sense. Fry just poking around. It looks like they are going to think better of C. The rotates are coming over, though. A is kind of wide open if they do manage to push, but Kale's going to catch out Fry, and the rotate's coming right back. And again, Checkmate looking lost here. It's a hard round to call. They're going to walk into 2 players. Luna finds another. T-Sport will trade one back, though. Catching out Luna. 3v4 on a pistol round. All it takes is a few shots to get back into this one. Squid will take down T-Sword. Takes down Donut Lord as well. Now Kai. We've seen him in the clutch a few times already.
Look at him. He's just so aware of the mosaic flank that would happen on attack. He's just nervous.
He was looking for it, but as soon as he is at mosaics right there, the timing has been excellent. Swings in Squid! A nice shot, but immediately traded by Kale. And Ace, 11 rounds. And that's 9 in a row.
Just absolute dominance coming in from Ace, which they're looking like my pick was completely wrong. I should not have went with recency bias, and I should have went with the matchup history because Ace took care of business week 1, and that's what they're doing here so far. Now just 2 rounds away from taking this one quickly.
Yeah, and then obviously very little room for error here for Checkmate and losing that. So it looks like they're going to just play for overtime here. They're going to bet on themselves to win 10 rounds. Not too much of an investment into this one. They're just trying to push up here. I'm guessing the spike going down is their ultimate goal. Try.
Ooh!
They shot onto Luna, making it doable, and they're going to catch Kale out, and now all of a sudden, it's a 4-on-3. The weaker buys. Finding kills here. Fry gonna pick up that Spectre. A little something to work with. Donut Lord gets caught out by Squid though on that Stinger. Now 3-on-3. They're trying to push in, trying to clear out this angle. Nice shot by Bunny. Kai is gonna catch out Mosaic. Squid having himself around 3-piece.
Ooh!
And then Bunny is gonna take down Kai. Kai in that clutch again. Can't quite find it. A good retake, but I think if you're Checkmate, that's the win.
Yeah, I mean,
Match point.
found a lot of kills, almost won the round. That is some crazy thunder, by the way, if you heard that. That's my bad. That scared me. But, I mean, this has just been a storm brewing for Ace the entire map. I mean, they haven't been stopped at all. Finally, you know, came down to it got a little close there. Kai, you know, we've seen him in those clutch moments before have success. Not that time, but, you know, they have the rifles here. Obviously, no reason for Ace to buy up, force. You know, they can just play the bonus because they've got a 10-round padding. But
well, all 5 players pushing towards C here. It looks like Kale might be fast on this flag. Nope, just gonna drop the smoke down. Sorry. But now Kai already into the site, gonna find an excellent shot on the Mosaic. Instead of clutching, he's trying to open this one up, trying to get his team some momentum here. They will get the plant down. 5-on-4. Kai with another great shot. Bunny. Those are the 2 names that you want to take down right now on the side of Ace. Kai, all he can. Kale's going to find one back. Kai out of bullets, and it's immediately back into a 3-on-3. This is for the game. Trades coming in. Squid around the back. And finds Donut Lord, and it's all over. Squid finds the last kill. Plenty of time for the defuse. A dominant showing by Ace.
I mean, the game gets going based off wingman from Squid getting those plants down every round, the easy post-plant setups, and the game ends defusing. I mean, it was kind of just Squid taking off taking over the whole time, whether it's getting those kills, being one of the last ones alive, or just finding success staying alive. 10 plants. They planted every round they won.
GG.
Every round that they won on offense, they got the plant down. So huge success there. Obviously, they came in with a different game plan that we have seen the last 2 weeks. Ace, they were on a 2-loss streak, and they came in today, completely different mindset, completely different game plan, and it worked incredibly. I mean, Checkmate was just not ready at what was being thrown at them. So a dominant 13-2 victory there for Ace. Go now up to 500 on the season, 2-2.
Yeah, and so far they've been Checkmate's kryptonite. Checkmate beating damage and space mode in their matchups, but Ace gonna be the ones who take them down for the second time this season. The only ones who have managed to, but twice in a row now for Ace.
Well, I think we are going to throw it to a quick break while we get the next set of teams into our lobby. We've got space mode and damage coming back right after the break, so stick with us. Hello, everybody, and welcome back for our second matchup of Week 4 of Spring 2024 of Valorant. Once again, if you're joining us for the second match, my name is Isaac, or Link Ghost, Link, whatever, and joined once again by Swaggy. We had kind of a fast one, and for the first game today.
Yeah, 13-2, just an absolute slaughter. Ace taking down Checkmate for the second time this season. Big performances from Mosaic and Bunny, but solid across the board. In the end, Kai was doing his best to try and fight off the inevitable, but again, Ace taking down Checkmate in that first game.
Yeah, seems like Ace just might be the hard counter for Checkmate. You know, both of their wins on the season are against Checkmates, so obviously I'm sure Discount had them ready, came in with a good game plan. But once again, on Lotus this week, not my favorite map at all, but it's an interesting one. You know, you've got these doors, which are an interesting concept. I think this is the only map we have that on. Well, besides like the doors we've seen in other maps, like on Ascent, on Bind, not Bind. You know what I'm saying? Like the revolving door, I should say. That's kind of a new thing with this map. So you've got 3 sites, kind of the mix of all of the chaos. Obviously, attacker sided, as we saw last map. 10 rounds going in favor of Ace on their attacking half. So interested to see who starts on attack this side. It looks like it's going to be Space Mode. See if they'll have some of the same success early on and just need a few rounds to close it out on defense, or if Damage have something to say on their defense half.
Yeah, getting into this pistol round, obviously, we say it all the time. Opie, the player to watch, has been dominant so far this season. 34 kills a game. So this is a quite different map from what we've seen. So maybe Opie won't be as amazing as what we saw early on, but good matchup here against Damage. They do have a sub in on the side of Space Mode. Dogman Clan is going to be replaced by T-Sword, who did get some practice in earlier in our first match as we get into this pistol round.
I love
All
that. They're
5
already
for
aware.
Space Mode. Group
Trying to wait out the
5
nade.
versus 4 here on this long position. Chilling out in this bubble. Opie might look to just play this fade here. But instead they're just going to push straight through. 5 players. Taking it somewhat slow. Don't want to push in overzealously, but Opie trying to find that flick shot. Not quite. Takes a little bit of damage. Still 5-on-5 though. The rotates coming in. Space Mode going to get boxed in here most likely, but we are seeing one player start to worry about B. And they could jump in for this rotate. Hydro's ready for it though. Opie trying to take those fights. Yang is going to end up getting the first one. Traded out by Glaceon, but Opie will take down Hydros. And now that avenue into the B site is open. Rotate's not quite coming in yet, but now they will. Typicality going to use that buddy to get the bomb down. Dr. Ghoul pretty low on this Astra, but 3v4 here. 2 players on low on the side of Space Mode. Bar damage. Trying to figure out what they want to do here. Coming in, blind. T-Sword gets away though, taken down by Reshiram, but Opie finds 3. 2 headshots in rapid succession. Ubity just poking around, trying to find the shots, but Dr. Ghoul is going to take him down.
Yeah, an opening duels, First Bloods going in favor of Space Mode. One thing I highlighted for Damage is I think they get some of the least First Bloods in Oath, so that's one thing I like to see them improve upon. You know, even on defense, try to win those opening fights, get more control of the map, whether you're on offense or defense. You know, get some stability, comfortability in the round. You know how the round is going to play out, where the opponents are coming from, but it all starts by winning those opening matchups.
Looks like we do have a technical issue here. Yang's ping spiking all over the place here. Trying to get that under control. But it looks like Damage aren't too interested in contesting this one too heavily. Again, they're going to have the early 4 players set up towards this A-long. Opie, I mean, just takes the swing. Glaceon down. Dragon Gamer trying to get across Will successfully. Takes a bit of damage, but this defense already fractured. Opie being able to... Oh, that drone got very close to doing a significant amount of damage, but reaction just in time. Hydros...
The shorty.
Has the shorty in hand, yeah. Could get 1 or 2 here. But gets cleared out. Yang. Good clear. That buddy just running into the site. Opie with the spike. Just gonna get that one down for free here. A 3-on-5.
Oh,
should have been a freebie, but Dr. Ghoul, she adjusts just in time and a clean round. All 5 players surviving. T-Sword 1-1, slotting in nicely, and 4-3-2-1-0 sequential kills on the scoreboard.
It just looks smooth, don't it? Just looks clean. Great first 2 rounds coming in from Space Mode. What more can you ask for? Typicality on the Gecko, not used to seeing him on there. Usually a KO or sometimes an Omen even, but you know, Gecko, this is a great map for that agent, getting the spike down with the wingman. The flash is obviously great on this map too. Big open sights, so I like seeing some.
That's what we saw from a lot, was using that buddy to plant the spike round after round.
A lot of success for Squid. Ooh.
Yep, Opie gonna find the first kill yet again. It seems like they want to pressure this A-long setup again and again. They will back out after getting that opening pick. And again, this is the problem with these three site maps. That opening pick on the attacker side, and you just have so much map control. So hard to contest here for this side damage, but they are kind of ready for this. But T-Sword gonna take down Ubity. Had a lot to deal with there. I think 4 players swinging, and Opie getting aggressive. Gets out, almost loses the fight to Dragon Gamer, but excellent technique there on the Reyna abilities. Gonna allow for the 3K, and Pydros, a near impossible one. I believe it was a 1v5 at one point. Might have just been a 1v4, but looking to most likely save, but Opie so diligent on the ankles, and that's a 4K.
So what have we already seen so far? A 3K and a 4K from Opie? I mean,
Yeah,
just absolutely outstanding so far. And, while we're talking about Opie, Opie is our league leader in KD, kills per game, first bloods, average combat score, has the lowest deaths per game, and the most diffuses per game. So, if you're damage, you gotta kill Opie, and then you can, start to worry about winning the round. Yeah.
Easier said than done, though. Opie has come into every game hot so far. An electric 8-0 start in this game. Woo! Ubity gets it done, takes down Opie, and makes this one very doable now. Well, they did lose that opening pick, and it looks like the read is right for space mode, grouping up towards B. No defenders within a good bit of distance of this site here.
Completely wide open.
Yeah, no audio being heard, no one taking this rotate yet. And now they should start to realize, yep, the call's going to come in. Hey, there's a bunch of abilities going down on B. And it's a 4v4 post plant here. 3 players grouped up in one corner. And Ubity still just with that chamber sheriff. Hydro's kind of lurking around here with this Bucky. Haven't seen a whole lot of Buckies being bought as of late, but 2 in this round for damage. They're trying to swing out. They're trying to find the fights. Hydros will get one. Ubity with another great shot. Typicality on for the ace.
1v1.
Down. 1v1. Dr. Glass
doesn't get out.
The Bucky! So close for Ubity, but taken down. Dr. Ghoul with the safe pair of hands to close that one out.
Oh my goodness. Retrum, or Typicality, just almost, just sitting in that corner, and then Retrum with that Bucky. You never know with that Bucky. Sometimes that's the thing with shotguns in games like CSGO and Valorant. It's like sometimes shotguns are the greatest gun in the game, or they're just like so situational. And it was a little bit situational that time, just not able to escape the Astra pool. I think if had gotten out in time, that would have went out.
Ubity with an excellent try there. Down 3 in the round, but needed that 4th. Couldn't quite get it, and Opie just lurking through this smoke. Very worried about this position that we saw get wall danged a few times by Ace. Just lurking in this smoke, and if you're Opie, is there anyone you can't out aim? He's trying to come through this smoke now. And again, not much resistance. Dr. Ghoul will open it up onto Dragon Gamer. Another excellent clear onto Reshiram. And now it's a 3-on-5, and this is going to be a very tough retake. Opie so deep in enemy territory already. Going to take down Pydros. Pushing back Ubity. And again, just an excellent take here. Not losing a single player. Does pop the ult in a weird time here, but gonna back out. Doesn't want to give up that gun. Wants to cover the bases. Glaceon being found out. Opie just moving all around the map. Ubity gets hit in the face, and Typicality takes it down. A clean 5-0 start here for Space Mode.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time for a timeout call. You got to win at least a few rounds here. As we mentioned in our first match, this map is very attacker-sided. There's 3 sites to work with. You spawn super close to A and B, so it's really easy to get onto these sites, get the spike down, work around it. But you got to win a few rounds if you're on defense. You know, if you let too many slip by, you're not going to have a chance when you're on offense, really, because you have no room for error. You have zero room for error. So I like this timeout coming in. And, you know, I don't know what Damage should try to do here to kind of stop the momentum. What are your thoughts?
I mean, obviously they got very close in the round that they were able to take down OP, but again, easier said than done. Just an excellent shot by Ubity in that round to get it close there, and an excellent attempt in the end. But so far, it's not been too many big multi kills or spray downs or rapid kills coming in for space mode. It's just been clean, taking space across the map, getting those picks, and then capturing those points.
I feel like it really just has to start with finding those opening picks, which is so hard when OP leads the league in first blood. So, you know, something has to change from what we've seen in the season. Something new.
Yeah, OPD getting in there early and often looks to do the same in this round. Playing around that mound. It's an excellent spot if you're a great aimer, just playing around that mound, a few off angles that you can use. But now it looks like they aren't going to waste any time just hopping into this seaside. The execute coming in, pressure him with the judge. Shotguns making a big appearance here. Kind of wide swings, a little overzealous there, takes some damage, but eventually gets out. Wanted to find that kill into Dr. Ghoul. The trades coming in. Glaceon with a nice double. Very low health here. And it's a 2-on-3. Now 2-on-2. Typicality finds one back. Ubity with this chamber ult. One shot to the body is all it takes. And Typicality, I think that's 1 or 2 health on him. They feel like they're locked into this seaside. There is an avenue for a rotate, but they are going to plant here with that buddy. Glaceon electing to try and stop it, and does. Could be huge for this round here. Find the shots onto Yang! And now it's all in Typicality. With no health, 3 HP.
Ooh.
The ult, not quite finding anything there. And Ubity on the angle, and that's exactly what Damage needed.
It all started off the back of Reshiram opening the round with a kill onto Opie with that judge, and then trades coming in. You know, I've seen crazier things from Typicality. I still have had a lot of faith able to close out that round even on just 1 HP, but it's a great round there from Damage to get, you know, at least a number on the board, show that you can win a round. It is possible, so it's good for the mental. Now it's to see if you can start to replicate some of that success.
Yeah, that's the problem with having your star fragger going in first is they get taken down and you don't trade. You're at a huge disadvantage in the round. But great job by Reshiram there to get the kill onto OP. Eventually does get traded, but bought enough time for Glaceon to come over and double up there. Actually triple up on the round. And from there is clean pickings. 4 players kind of grouped up towards spawn here. The spike out on an island. A little risky, but doesn't look like Damage wants to swing it all. Glaceon popping the ult over towards A. An interesting decision, but could be impactful. Opie's going to catch out Dragon Gamer over on B. It doesn't look like Base Mode is interested in rotating just yet. Still messing around with C here. And Opie just backs off. Doesn't want to try and take that space. Doesn't want to get caught out. Ubity coming over, trying to lock it down.
30 seconds left.
Might be heard by Glaceon here. And yeah, look at the rotates. Opie selling this to perfection here. They're so worried about it. But Spacebo is going to come into B. Pydros is there. Finds one and gets out. Equalizing it into a 4-on-4.
10 seconds left.
Huge go. Gunfight going on
Opie's
top.
here as well.
Player standing.
The fights are coming in. Spike barely getting down. And Glaceon, very known because of that ult, swings into Opie in a clean tap. Just methodical Valorant right there.
All the gunfights going in favor of Space Mode. I thought when Pydros found that pick mid, got out with his life, I thought there was a chance, you know, to kind of stop the round in its tracks, wait for the remaining members, get over and help get the spike down. But then all of the gunfights started going down in favor of Space Mode. Typicality and OP, I mean, how many times do we have to say it? I mean, just absolutely taking over. It seems like every single game. 13 already in 7 rounds for OP. So what do you do if you're damaged?
Yeah, Batman and Robin on the server here tonight. And it looks like we're going to have Force versus Force here on this A long. OP clearing it out towards B. Rotate are going to come back over, and Dragon Gamer gets caught out. Dr. Ghoul with another double. She takes down Glaceon as well. And now all they have to worry about is a classic in the hands of Pydros. Are they going to clear this angle? He gives himself away. Ooh, can't find it onto Dr. Ghoul. A tough one to get. Classic versus Vandal. But she wins the fight ultimately.
Spike planted.
Reshiram with this ult. Might not elect to burn it here in a 5-on-2.
Last player
Yubi on a
standing.
very long flank.
Yeah, has that op just going to save it. No point in giving it to the hot hand of Space Mode.
And this is what we saw Checkmate have to deal with on their defender side as well. Just dominance on this attacker's side. And, I mean, Checkmate only got 2 rounds on their defender's side. Sorry, I keep... Damage. There we go.
OP's hunting. OP's
They get
hunting.
spotted out by Ubini! What?
Doesn't find the
Whiff,
pick.
please
It's
hang
their
on to this
time.
operator.
Oh,
Oh.
just stays alive. Oh my goodness, that got scarier than it should have been.
Yeah, that would have been a tilter. That would have been a major tilter for Ubini. He saves so long, takes so much time just to have it taken away, but does survive there. 7-1. And yeah, Damage needs to find something here. They need that operator to come into play. They need a big play from someone here, and that's what Spaceman has done such a great job of, is limiting the multi-kills on the other side of the server. Trading very efficiently. Ubity, if he shoots at the right time, might find one through this wall. And he finds 3.
And gets
Immediate
out.
shot and immediately gets out. But Ubity disconnected there for a second. It says reconnected. We'll see what happens here.
Shots too clean,
On the
maybe.
mouth. Maybe the anti-cheat kicked him out there for a second, but back in the server now. And Opie with a labored spray on the Glaceon, but finds it. Hydra spots it out, and now the execute into C. There is one player here. Reshiram gets cleared out. I believe he had the Bucky.
Ooh.
And now Opie with an excellent shot on a Dragon Gamer. And what looked like a promising round has fallen apart. Another desperate retake to come in here. Walking through the smoke, Opie finally loses a gunfight. Could be too little too late in this round, though. That operator, not the most versatile weapon on this retake. And looks like they might go for it here. Might take a look in. This operator can find a shot. Might be worth going for, but again, Ubity disconnecting and reconnecting. Back in the game now, but I mean, so much time has gone out here. You need rapid frags, and pushing like that with the operator isn't always the best. It looks like both teams will just elect to save. Get out of dodge. It's gonna be 8-1 here.
And what worries me about Damage's unsuccessful half here is Space Mode is the most successful retaking team in Oath. So that kind of worries me that they're not having any success on their defense when Space Mode has so much success on theirs. So even if they start to, you know, win some of these rounds in the half, not that far back, it kind of it's kind of getting a little worrisome if you're Damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ubity has managed to find the opening kill there, but just not able to convert. The map just being picked apart by Space Mode. Have had excellent spacing, just working the map to their advantage and winning the duels when they needed to. It seems like they're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You either push, you get shot in the back, or you push and you find nothing. They're already on another site. I've just had an excellent side here on the attacker side. It does look like we are trying to deal with a tech issue for one of our players who has been disconnected. That would be Ubity.
Yeah, and one thing from last round that I really liked from Space Mode is Opie just kind of lurking mid, finding a pick, I think, onto Hydros, maybe backside. Actually, I think it was Glaceon. And then was just waiting to see if anybody came from that A connector into B. Saw it, immediately used the dismiss from Reyna to just give that info to the team to just, yeah, C is probably your best bet. Just go ahead and go there. I've got B on lock. And just waits a little bit of time, doesn't find the kill onto Pydros in mids, but the spike had already went down, some time had been wasted. So one thing I really like from Opie is sometimes whenever you're a really good player, you can tend to overheat, take some not ideal chows in your favor just because you probably will win them, but it's still not advised to take those chows. But Opie showing some patience, some responsibility there in that round, helping close it out there.
And I think the problem here is when you're dealing with Space Mode, I mean, if you take down Opie, if he does overheat, like you said, just kind of swinging through a few smokes and taking peeks that shouldn't or wouldn't be advisable all the time. I mean, if you take Opie down, then you still have to deal with typicality. And right now, Dr. Ghoul is having themselves a game 9-1 right now. Has a KD of 0.74, is an assist player, so, or a support player, I should say, but still an excellent game coming out. So many guns on this team that can kill you, take you down, have a dominant performance. As we do get into our 10th round here, these saves have been good, giving damage opportunities in future rounds. Dragon Gamer trying to find something here with that ult, not having the best of games. We have seen Dragon Gamer have very impactful kills in the past here. Takes a good bit of damage though, very low off the start of this round. And another slow crawl here from Space Mode. OP very diligent on these clears. There's a matchup, a head-to-head that we've seen before here. Hydros versus OP on this gunfight. Hydros trying to get something, but OP just lurking through. Gonna meet Ubity here. That ability popped. OP looking straight at him through the smoke. Seems very aware and adjusts in time. And now a 5-on-4 in the retake. Yet again, an advantage for Space Mode, but the trade's coming back in right away. Now a 2-on-3. Hydros gets traded out by Yang, and wow, T-Sword subbing right in, not missing a beat, taking down Reshiram. It's going to be 9-1.
Yeah, I really like playing that little corner from Yang. OP pushed out into top B heaven towards that defender side spawn, but Yang kind of just lurking in that corner. I don't think they expected them to be there, but like you said, T-Sword fitting right in, I mean, and it's easy. I feel like if you're a Cypher, you just play your site, you use your trips, your wires, your cages, kind of good on any team comp if you're familiar with the agent as T-Sword is, so no surprises there, but a little bit of a default coming in this round 11.
Yeah, and across the board, all the teams have looked very good on just throwing different looks on their attacker sides. Even last week on Split, you saw everyone just kind of mix it up, not falling into a typical default all the time.
I
OP,
like this
if
cross.
if they decide to push in here, OP's going to have 2 angles to deal with, but seems somewhat aware. Doesn't want to give that opening kill away for free. But here comes the push just as they get off the angle. Hydro's coming back. And OP with nothing. Great crossfire. Dragon Gamer, that's the spike!
Down
And
A.
good damage onto Typicality. Does find the trade, but now damage with the advantage. Typicality gonna get that spike down with that buddy. 3v4, 2 players on very low health. No healing options available. And if you're damaged, you need this retake. Here comes Reshiram running into the site. Typicality will get that Gecko diff. Finds the headshot through the floor. Shots coming. 3-on-3. Padro's just going to TP that. Spike is going to hold this defuse, being covered by his teammates. Just holding it down. Typicality gets in just in time, but traded out by Ubity, and Ubity gets 3. Finally, Damage breakthrough for a second time and give themselves a chance in this game.
I love what Damage did there on both sides of the map, both at A and in C, playing those corners, playing those angles where you're almost good for one no matter what. Knowing that OP can play a little aggressive, whether it is over towards A or C, they held that crossover there, found the pick onto OP without OP finding any. So then the first blood goes in their favor. They have numbers advantage. Dragon Gamer, or Reshiram rather, I think, with the Bucky over towards A, finds the kill. And then it's just a simple retake there. Ubity 3 on the round.
Yeah, making those lesser buys work there. Great setups, and yeah. And for the first time in this game, it felt like Damage were the ones who were able to just pick apart the opposing team, and Ubity gets taken down, as does Reshiram. OP finds the opening pick and then trades Dr. Ghoul out. And this looks like it's going to be another free plant here, but Spike got dropped. Not quite accounted for there, but T-Sor going to go back and pick that up, or maybe...
Huge gunfight.
Typicality, and yeah. OP on for the ace and might just get it with this Empress. There's the fourth, a clean tap. Now the last fight for the ace, and OP does it. All headshots, closing out the half. Just ridiculous from OP.
I mean, and it's not just the gunny either. It's not just the incredible shots. All 3 of those last kills went to defender spawn, knew Dragon Gamer was going to be there, found the kill, and then just worked their way toward mid because they didn't see anybody try to trade Dragon Gamer, found the kill mid, and then was like, you know what? There's probably another one on the flank since they didn't get any more pressure from mid, and then found the last kill there. So, I mean, not only are we having great gunning, we got good reads, good awareness coming in from OP. Already up to 22 kills in the first half. Now up to Damage. See if they can have as much success on their offense as Space Mode.
And funny enough, 22-5. I mean, OP might be a little disappointed here. 34 kills a game. That average might get tanked down a little bit if Damage aren't able to keep this game going for much longer here. They are grouped up. There is one defender, but look at the flank. Dragon Gamer going to jump in, trying to take that space. Gets the kill onto T-Sword, and that's big. That's what you need, but this flank is coming so fast. 5-on-4, but they are aware of it. They are going to push back out towards Mound and deal with this flank head on. Pydro's taking down OP. Are they aware of this last player? It seems that they are. Typicality goes down. Reshiram get that Gecko diff back. Yang trying to find the shot. This classic, a 5-on-2. Dr. Ghoul has looked good. Finds one, but yeah. The trades come in immediately. Glaceon taking down Dr. Ghoul. Ubity getting one, and a team ace coming in for Damage.
I love that play there from Damage. Knowing that there's pressure coming from the flank, sends 4 people out of Mount to basically eliminate those last 2 players on the flank so that they know the last 2 have to be coming from mid or defender spawn. So that's just great awareness. They're wanting to be able to use that mound to back up off the site if they need to and aren't going to get pinched slowly as time goes on and the gunfights go their way. And that's how you have to start the half if you want to get back into this game.
Yeah, and then obviously converting the second round. If you give this one over, it could be over. But Typicality starting off with a great shot onto Dragon Gamer, bringing that Marshall out, and OP finds Glaceon. Will get traded out. That is very important. 3-on-4 retake. You don't want that to be a 3-on-5 because the trades have been excellent for Space Mode. You don't want them to have any advantage. Long flank from T-Sword here. It looks like they are not going to wait for it. Dr. Ghoul will find Pydras, and now a 2-on-4. Reshiram will find one more.
player
Ubity
standing.
gets caught out. Typicality.
with
Typicality with
Marshall.
3. Marshall headshots. Unreal from Typicality, and that could be the beginning of the end for damage.
You know, I guess Space Mode was just feeling still warm after their first half. Might as well force what they did there. Marshall coming out for Typicality. Spectre with an OP. Typicality 3 on the round with the Marshall is insane. And like I said, Space Mode's so successful on these retakes, more diffuses than anyone else in Oath. The next close, I think they have 13 coming into this game. The next closest had 7. So they've basically got double the amount of success on the retakes than any other team in Oath, as we saw in that round.
Yeah, just an excellent job there. Staying alive in the back of the site. Doesn't ever get pushed, even though they have that sniper rifle. Typicality, just staying alive. Dragon Gamer will spot out that Cypher. Tripwire. And now the rotate's coming in, but Pydros catches one, and that's Yang. And that should be this bomb site. But not ready for Dr. Ghoul to push in. Dr. Ghoul just walks in, takes down Pydros, trying to throw off some util. Here's the buddy trying to go for the spam. It's caught and is going to get taken down. So many players just firing shots through that Omen bubble. Dragon Gamer trying to bounce them away. Trying to keep them off of this site. 3-on-4 here, but Opie, if anyone could shut it down, it's him. But gets taken down. Typicality with another partial headshot. Eventually, Dragon Gamer trades out and finds 3 in the round. That's what I've been looking for from Dragon Gamer. And this one's getting a lot closer by the minute.
Yeah, Damage having some success on offense. Like that, you know, didn't see that much from in our earlier matchup after the halves, after the side switched, but seeing some a little bit here early on. I think Dr. Ghoul was just like one shot away from killing the wingman, just didn't get it and died to the Resher and Molly. So, or maybe the spray, it was a combination, you know, just everything being thrown at Dr. Ghoul. The plant had to go down, not able to deny it. That's another one on the board for Damage. Still a long way to go. 7-round lead for Space Mode.
Yeah, fine margins there. That could have been a very impactful takedown of that wingman, not letting that spike go down, but a bit overzealous. 3 players ready for it. Dragon Gamer, just chucking that nade in there, see if they can find any damage. 2 Cypher Tripwire, spots both of them out. Very diligent on that clear. And again, the rotates come over on those tripwires getting destroyed. Hydros finds Yang. We got another round here where Yang gets taken down after trying to rotate out of that B site towards C. And 2 players looking to come in and retake this control, but Hydro's just going to smoke it off.
This round looks familiar.
Yeah, doesn't want to push into that smoke again and get caught out. Dr. Ghoul pushed off of the angle here.
T-Sword on the flank.
The round starts to get different. T-Sword on that flank, yep.
Ooh.
Hydros gets the team. Dr. Ghoul just sticking it. They're trying to find the shots through the smoke, and they will. I don't know. They didn't get the half off. And now it's all onto Obi in a 1-on-4. But hey, if anyone could, it's Obi trying to find it. Spamming the Reyna abilities, but traded out by Reshiram after taking down Dragon Gamer 11-5. And this is where I'd get a little bit worried if I was Space Mode.
Yeah, I mean, that was almost an identical round that we saw from the round before. I mean, the spike goes down in the same spot. The same opening duel goes in favor of Pydros onto Yang in the same spot. So if you're Space Mode, you got to switch it up a little bit. Damage is starting to find success in this exact situation. Get a little bit more comfortable on the map. Find some wins. Kind of bringing it back here a little bit. So your Space Mode got to adjust, obviously, but not a lot of guns to do so in this round.
Another thing I want to point out is
Woohoo!
2 kills this half. Yeah, Reshiram with a nice shot, and the wallbang comes through Ubity, taking down Dr. Ghoul. And yeah, just back out. 3v5 against these lesser buys. You don't want to get too overzealous. You don't want to run into a stack. You don't want things to get hectic. You want them to stay clean here. They will group up towards C. Dragon Gamer trying to find a little bit of something. Typicality with this Marshall. We saw what he can do. And now it's all onto the sub T sword, but they are just going to back away again. That Omen all the way on A, pushing through here. Pydros clears it out, says, hey, everyone get over here. And now they start to realize, and this is that problem again, 3 sites, so hard to deal with all of them. It is going to be on Opie. Is here first with just a frenzy. Knife out. Looks like they want to jump into Pydros. Pydros this time ready for it in the smoke. Is going to TP straight into Team Sword. As I'm blind, and now a 1-on-5, and this is exactly what you're looking for damage. Just keep it clean,
Ooh.
but fatality. Hitting banger after banger here. Picks up the Vandal. Don't want to give too many guns away here. You want to keep this eco strong.
They shot her.
He's going to try and get something. Gets Reshiram to reveal the position. But Reshiram is traded out right away. UBD taking down Typicality and 6-11 with 3 in a row here for damage.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to build some of that momentum. We are going to see guns come out on the side of Space Mode this time, but I like what I'm seeing. Pydros has been so crucial this half, finding those opening picks, taking so much map control, waiting for the rest of the team to come, get the spike down, and they've already got their post-plant set up, and it's all just about finding picks. But really, it's been on the success of Pydros here this second half. Going to have to keep riding those opening picks and that map control that he's taking.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And
Fast
that's not
kill
what
from
you want to
Obi
see
there.
if you're damaged.
Yeah, taking down Glaceon, detained though, but UBD trying to get that free pick onto OP. Dr. Ghoul ready for the swing, and swings back out, and takes down the buddy. Great pre-fire there. And Dr. Ghoul is having themselves around here, clearing out this B site all into Pydros. With a bit of a flank here, though. This could get interesting.
It's a quick flank.
See a little bit of trigger discipline. Knows where Yang is, though. Just waiting for that peek. Gun barrel. One for free. Swings into 2 players, though. T-Sword is going to take him down. And now 1 round away, our Space Mode. An excellent round from Dr. Ghoul. 16-7 now on the game.
Yeah, it's all about just staying alive for Dr. Ghoul. You know, not able to find success, you know, those first 2 rounds that went in favor of damage in this half, but tried to play mid from a different angle and a lot more successful this time. Denied the plant, I think found the pick onto UBD and just playing their life. So it's got Space Mode on match point. Probably going to see a little bit more pressure from OP. It would not surprise me.
No more room for error. Yep, OP getting
There it is.
aggressive with the Empress. Drops down the spike. Glaceon needed to trade. And OP might be calling name here. Pydros will get Typicality down. But the spike in enemy control, that is not what you want to see, especially down 2 players. They are going to have to try and clear this out towards Dr. Ghoul. A lot of hot hands on the server tonight for Space Mode. You don't want to peek into OP either, especially from long range, but UBD will find the kill and a second, and now this is extremely doable here. Yang with an interesting position.
Player standing.
It does take down UBD. UBD seems so ready, but now it's a 1-on-1 Dragon Gamer trading out, and the sub, T-Sword, the replacement, could be the one to finish it. Dragon Gamer throwing out the drone. This is a tough place to clear here. So many angles. T-Sword just playing it super close. And Dragon Gamer walking in. Looks ready for the swing, but T-Sword calls game 13-6. The sub closes it out, and Space Mode win.
As we saw with both today, Lotus attack is just sometimes too strong. I mean, Space Mode off the backs of OP, Typicality, and Dr. Ghoul just had the vibe today, had the feeling, you know, of success, winning all of the gunfights needed. Dr. Ghoul with some of the most important 2 and 3 pieces of the round, of the map. A lot of success there on both offense and defense from Dr. Ghoul. That's what makes the Space Mode team so dangerous. But as you said, once again, 13-6 in favor of Space Mode. And obviously, you see the offense, you know, both matches, I think 25 rounds, 1 on offense, maybe like 7 on defense. Not a lot of success on defense from from both sides. Both games, both sides. I mean, I think maybe actually like 7 or 8 rounds, really. So, you know, if you didn't win today, there's not a lot that. But that's probably one of the biggest takeaways you can get is, you know, maybe Lotus just isn't your map, and that's okay because you didn't start on attack. So don't got to take it too hard if things didn't go your way. But yeah,
Yeah, the depth from space mode there was killer. Again, Opie started off so strong, but only I think 5 kills through, I want to say 7 or 8 rounds on that defensive side. But everyone else just ready to step up there. Everyone having a good game for space mode and just able to take down the matchup there. Again, like you said, starting on that attacker side was key for both teams today. Just had the hot hands early and were able to take down their opponents. Ace wins, Space Mode wins. Space Mode moving to 3-1 on the season. I believe that makes them our leader in the standings. But yeah,
yes,
even with T Sword, the sub, they do manage to get the victory today and take first place.
yeah. So to wrap up, two good games today. Although the score might not say so, I would say a lot of the rounds were close. Just came down to a couple players left alive, a couple rotates, just a few missed shots, but a lot of good games today. Good performances from both sides. But I think that's going to wrap it up from here on week 4 of our spring 2024 Oath Valorant season. Once again, I am Isaac or Link Ghost, joined by Swaggy. Be sure to join us next week. We've got week 5. I'm not sure when our spring break is. I think it might be the week after. I'm not positive on that. 18th through 22nd. So is the week after next week our last week of matches before we get a little bit of a break. So that one much more important. So if you want to join us next week, we would love to have you, especially on our Overwatch on Tuesdays. So we've got a lot happening here at Oath. All one big family, 1-1-1. But that's all from me. Anything to add, Swaggy, before we send it off here?
Nope. No games going into overtime this week, but still some excellent Valorant being played on all sides of the server today.
Yeah, we did see a double overtime last week. That was kind of crazy, a little unique. Haven't seen that here before
Go
at
check
Oath.
out the VOD.
Yeah, VOD, twitch.tv/Oath Esports GG. Got the VOD there. So I think that's it from us this week. You all have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. I know it's thunderstorming where I'm at, so everyone take care. We'll see you next week.